support current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in to Ticket Weeknights. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos, as always, behind the board at the corner of 1040 O Street. Back to striking up a conversation with Kayla Verstraete and Anna Callan, a couple of Husker bowlers. They got a guest in as well. I'll let those guys go ahead and bring her in when the time is ready. But if you want to join in, 402-464-5685 is the Starter Heyman text line. Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, Channel 961, all great ways to put a face to the voice. With that out of the way, well, to bring it to the host, Kayla, Anna, how's it going on this Tuesday night?
It is going good. But before we do introduce our special guest today, we do want to congratulate 93.7 The Ticket on their 1-year anniversary of the new location. So shout out to them. Congrats, guys. We're also grateful to be here.
Thank you.
And then, yes, our special guest today is actually my roommate and a teammate, obviously, but Ashton. Take it away, Miss Girl. How about you give us some details about yourself? Introduce,
Give us your whole life story, girlfriend.
Yeah, start to finish.
Well, I'm Ashton. I'm a sophomore on the team. I'm from Prairieville, Louisiana. Oh, my major is human development and family science on the pre-law track.
Oh, gonna be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm. So, how about you tell us what got you into bowling so we can figure out how you got led up to
how you got here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, as every kid does, I had to be in some type of extracurricular activity. So my mom danced up until high school, and so she put me in dance naturally. So I danced from when I was 5 till I was 8. In the first 2 years at the dance company, you get like a ribbon, like a participation ribbon. And then the third year, you get a trophy. So I got my trophy and I was like, okay, Mom, I'm done. I want to bowl now.
So you can break a move for us.
Not anymore.
Oh, dang it.
No. So, with getting into bowling, who I guess was like your coach, or was it your dad for the most part?
For the longest time, it was my dad. And then as I started to get older and get better, he would reach out to people and have them come to Louisiana and work because we don't have a whole lot of great like coaching options locally. So we had to bring in a lot of people, but he was really, really big in getting the best coaching that we could to the area.
Question I never like thought of until now. Does your mom bowl?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
I
she
just
did.
realized I'm like, I never
'Cause
asked.
she bowled with my brothers and my dad before I was around. And then she hated it.
Oh,
Come on, Miss
She
Amy.
hated it.
Miss Amy, come
So
on.
now she likes to call herself the bank. So she pays and she supports.
That's all of our parents.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of our parents being
Yeah.
very supportive.
Yeah.
Probably all watching.
Yeah. Thanks,
Love
guys.
you guys.
Yes. Shout out to y'all. So Ash, with obviously you said getting into bowling and just like getting the coaching experience and everything, what, after getting all that, what was your recruiting experience like? Like how when you got to that age, like was it through like you getting exposure through your high school like bowling experience? Like how did that
So
all kind of play
actually,
in?
I had never, or not never, I didn't really consider Nebraska as an option because it's so far from home.
Mhm.
And I guess part of myself never thought I was good enough to come here, especially with the reputation of the program. And then I started working with Clara Guerrera out of Austin, and I was at a lesson with her, and we were talking about colleges, and she was like, "I really think that you would like Nebraska." She was like, "It's a great college town, which you're used to because I'm so close to Baton Rouge,
Mhm.
and the program is awesome. The girls are awesome. You get treated like a celebrity, and I just really think you would fit in there, and I really think you would like it." And I was like, "Are you serious?" It was like, because she went to Wichita State, which at the time was a
It was
amazing
up there with
well, yeah, I mean,
Yep.
it still is, but
Yeah.
Yep.
so, and she was like, "Honestly, like, if I had the opportunity to do it again, that's where I would go." And I was like, "Okay. Okay."
Let's
Period.
just dabble in this
Yeah.
a little bit.
So, I was like, "Okay, I'll listen to you," but it still, like, wasn't really high on my list. And then, I was sitting, in my room sending out emails to coaches, and my dad was like, "Just do it. Just send Coach Klumpa an email and just see what happens." And it was actually y'all were in regionals a few years ago. It was like y'all had just gotten there. So
I was
it
trying to
li-
figure out where we
y'all
were.
were in New York.
Oh, so that was my freshman year.
Yeah. Yeah. So so it was literally like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock and in my time. So it's like an hour later in New York. And I was like, he's not gonna see it. He's not gonna respond. So he was like, just do it. Worst thing he can do is not respond.
Not respond
Right.
or say no.
So I sent the email, and within 10 minutes, Coach Klumpa responded. And then, of course, I got so giddy and so excited. And then from that point on, it was like I knew.
Mhm.
So then I went on. We had 6. So after that first email, I was updating him every like 6 to 8 weeks or something like that about every other like things I was doing, what I was working on, the lessons I was having, the events I was bowling in, things like that. And for 6 months, I heard nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coach?
Hey,
Yeah.
it happens though.
I heard nothing.
Yeah.
But he did come by and watch me at Junior Gold. I think him and JB were behind me for maybe 3 or 4 shots. Didn't speak to me, didn't speak to my parents. Of course, I was nervous. And then, like, they left, and then it was the worst day of the event. And then I went home, and I was like, I blew it. I was like, he's not going to talk to me again. I'm going to have to look at other options. Like, it's over. And then, so 6 months go by from that first email. And then I went back to Clara, and I was like having a full breakdown. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I keep emailing him, I keep trying to talk to him, and I'm just not getting anything back. And she was like, well, just apply to the school, apply and get in. And once you get in, then send him an email. And so I did. And I think he responded in a couple of days and he was like, okay, let's set up a visit. And I was like, wow, okay, it was that easy. So then I did, and I fell in love, and I committed on my visit, and the rest is history.
Me too.
I remember that day that you walked out of the office and you're like, well,
We're
here I
teammates now. So did you have an aha moment when you got here? Like when you were on your visit? I know a lot of people talk about that on a recruiting visit. What portion of the visit you were on that like you knew like, heck yeah, I want to come here?
I think I already kind of knew, like I already knew before I got here. I was like, oh, this would be a dream. But every single like meeting I went to, every single part of like the facilities that I was shown, I was like, this is so much more, so much greater than I could have imagined getting out of, being on a team somewhere. So it's like everything else was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that we were able to do this. I didn't know that we were able to get this. And then this was a surprise too. And it was like, wow, at the end of the day, it was like the full package was incredible.
Yeah. So enough about your recruiting story. That was kind of a lot, sorry. But what has been your favorite memory so far with this last year and leading up to this year?
I think every time we get all the girls together in one space.
Yeah.
I think it's so fun. But I think probably one of my favorite memories from last year was the bus ride.
Oh, yeah.
Kenosha.
When
I
we
think
came
that
home?
was so fun.
When she sang Strawberry Wine.
I did.
In
And
my
we were just
microphone.
karaoke. That was so
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, we try to make the best out of our 9-hour bus ride home after bowling a long weekend. So we got to make the little things count. So,
oh yeah.
What are you most excited for about this season?
Goodness.
Sorry, we're kind of putting you on the spot.
No,
for
you're
these.
good. I'm excited to get the new freshmen like acclimated and like actually understanding what's going on and like not being like thrown to the wolves, because I feel like last year, as a freshman, you're just kind of like, okay, we're just rolling with it. We're just like,
Yep.
So now that I actually kind of know what to expect, I'm excited to just have fun.
Yeah. And now you can help them.
Right.
Because you know what it takes, what like you have to put in to get out of it and everything. Now you are a resource to them.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, speaking of being a resource, like I've seen those new facilities where they fly through it with the drone.
Oh, that was awesome.
It's crazy how long it takes just to get through it with the drone.
Yes.
Like, are you guys getting comfortable? Like, how are you guys adjusted to that? I'd get lost.
So we only get to see about a third of that.
Okay, so you don't have to learn the entire.
No,
thank goodness.
When I was watching it, I was like, where's half of these things at?
Yeah.
Like a 6-minute video, we're probably only seeing about 2 minutes of it. Half of it, actually 3/4 of it is football only.
Yep.
So a lot of our stuff, like athletic medicine and our weight rooms and everything, are the same as last year. They're still state of the art and everything. But I would honestly love to see all the football stuff in person, but baby steps.
Yeah. No, I'd have to say it's honestly, I'm kind of happy we don't have to worry about the whole thing though, because that would be a lot. So like mentally for football, I feel bad for you guys because you guys have to map that out. And if you forget one turn, I feel like you're probably lost because I would be.
Like I was going to the training table. How did I end up at the pool?
Yeah, no, I would get lost. Yeah, it's a maze. I mean, that's how the stadium felt too when I was.
Yeah, like
even a junior last year, I was like, where's that?
Literally, we were having a DEXA scan on Friday, and everyone's like, "Where do we go?"
Yeah, I've had it multiple times, but I still did not remember.
Everyone's like, I've never been in this part of the stadium. It's literally huge inside. It's not just the field and the seats and everything. There's so much built into it. And we're so grateful to have that. A lot of people don't. So being able to have all the resources we do, thanks to the donors and this athletic department, like, thank you to them.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks amazing too. I think it's a hell of a selling point for recruits. And I think you mentioned it. What was that aha moment for you in terms of like the culture, or was it the facilities? Was it the coaches? Like, what were the main things that really swung you on Nebraska?
I think every time I turned my head was another aha moment. Every time I was introduced to somebody new, meeting the girls, even people like at the hotel or whenever we went to go out to eat. It was just everybody is so nice.
Yeah. It's the Midwest nice.
Yeah.
And where are you from originally again?
Louisiana.
Louisiana. So what's the biggest cultural shock outside of the university? Just Lincoln. Showing up in Lincoln, Nebraska.
The weather.
Yes. I'm with you there. It still shocks me every year, and I've lived here for 25 of them.
But I am
Oh.
glad that we get 4 full seasons.
Yes, that
That
is
is
nice.
nice.
But the winters,
Ugh.
the winters suck.
Kind of rough.
I live in
Yes.
Wisconsin, and I feel like they're worse down here than they are up there, honestly,
It's so
with the
flat
temperature.
here. It's so flat.
Yes.
I am
I-
glad it doesn't rain as much here as it does at home.
That's true.
But when it rains,
Yeah.
it rains.
Yeah, especially this year. This year was a little too much
Yeah.
from Mother Nature. It's like we could
Yeah.
use rain, not tornado winds here.
Yeah, I was back at home and I was like watching the weather back here and I'm just like, oh my God, thunderstorm after thunderstorm. They're like, oh, a tree fell on someone's car at my apartment complex. And I was like, so glad I'm not there right now.
Yeah, I hate doing it. Like it's, for sports radio, you don't want to talk about the weather all the time, but it's like there's maybe another tornado, so it feels like it's worth mentioning to you guys. It was
Yeah.
just nuts, but that's a little bit of a tangent there. And I'm curious, you said the Wisconsin cold is worse or better?
No, it's this is worse, honestly, in my opinion.
What makes it worse?
I think it's the wind.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
where I'm from in La Crosse, like they call it sacred land. I don't know why, but like it's because 3 rivers meet and then we're surrounded by bluffs. Like there's literally a bluff on every angle. So like we're extremely protected. So like what it says on your phone, that's what it feels like. We're like here, I look at my phone, it says, oh, like -5. I walk outside and my fingers freeze off before I'm even like out the door. Like I open the door and it's like boom, I'm freezing. And
Yeah.
the layers I wear at home are not enough here. I mean, it just I would say though, like we definitely get more snow in Wisconsin than they do here. Like I think my freshman year, we didn't get any snow. It was like frost and that was it.
Oh my
But
God, it's
then-
so icy here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do get a lot of ice.
I'm like,
Like I didn't know that freezing fog was a thing until I came here.
it's very annoying.
It was scary. Like we were driving through Lincoln to go to Vegas my freshman year. Yeah, we drove, guys. My parents are a little crazy.
14
but-
frost.
Yeah, we stopped in Lincoln because I was like, let me drop off some stuff because then I was flying back with the team.
Mhm.
And when we got like halfway, what would be halfway? I don't even know. It was like somewhere between Council Bluffs and Lincoln. And all of a sudden it was just like really dense fog. You could barely see. You feel the back end of the car start going. I'm like,
Am
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna
Yeah.
die. Like I didn't shut my eyes because like that would make me car sick. But it was scary. Like I was white knuckling and I wasn't even driving. So
Yeah, it's weird. You're definitely right though. Like you get instant ice
mhm.
occasionally, which is just crazy. But yeah, I'm always surprised by it. Let's knock on wood though. It's like 88 degrees today.
Yeah.
Usually
Yeah.
when winter hits in Nebraska, like it hits.
I
Yeah,
love
there's
fall.
no like shift either. It's
There's
just
no
it's
warning.
Like, there's like a drop off, like a cliff.
Yeah. No, I love fall here. Fall's honestly one of my favorite, like anywhere, but fall in Nebraska is awesome because like you get a little bit of sun, but it's just like the perfect like temperature until you have the drop off of winter.
Mm-hmm. And like we like to go to the Roca Berry Farm for like a team bonding. So hopefully we get to do that.
Yeah.
And it's more like fall weather, not 90 degrees outside. Because I feel like it's been 90 degrees for like the past
Yeah.
4 weeks.
We do got Chaz chiming in here. He shouts out, Wisconsin is worse. He
Oh.
says, put a jacket on for the winds. And he was the one driving. So he
Yeah.
was white knuckling probably on that ride home. All right, Ashton, we've been bragging about Nebraska. Give me something about Louisiana. Something that you do miss about the culture they have down there.
The food.
Yeah, okay.
I feel
That
like she
seems
was going to
fair.
say that one.
Yeah.
I knew she was too.
She talks about it all the time.
It's so
And she's
good.
like, you guys gotta try it.
You have to come visit.
Miss Amy, I'm coming to stay with you.
Yeah. I'm ready.
What's the dish? Like a staple dish that if you go down there, it's like this is our culture put into one meal.
My goodness, there's so many good ones.
I'll let you Mount Rushmore it if you get some options.
Okay. Well, obviously, like red beans and rice, jambalaya, crawfish etouffee. Those are probably the biggest 3.
Wait, what was the last? What even is the last one? I've never heard of it.
Me
We
neither.
had shrimp etouffee at the training table like last week.
Dude, I
It was so good.
grab a salad and then steak, and that's about it. I look at the sections I usually look at and dip.
We were talking about grits yesterday.
I never
At
had those.
breakfast.
Were. She's never had grits before.
I don't think I have
I'm
either.
not a fan.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Like we're talking shrimp and grits, right? That's typically
Or,
where I hear
well,
it.
They had
that's
like grits for breakfast
Yeah.
at the training table, and then we were talking about it, and I was just like, not a fan. And Anna was like, I've never had them, and Ashton was like, what the heck?
Well,
Yeah.
Lainey, shout out to Lainey. She was the one that's like, I've never had grits. And they came over, everyone's shocked. They're like, Lainey hasn't had grits. I'm like, guys, I haven't had grits either. I'm like, I don't know what the
They're
culture
so
shock
good.
is.
They're so good.
What are grits? I'll be honest, I don't even know.
It's like a grain, I'm pretty sure.
I don't even know.
Mix of grains. I don't
Let
know
me Google it.
exactly.
I was gonna say, you guys are still on
I don't know what
grits.
it's made of.
Grits look like a worse version of oatmeal. I love oatmeal, but that's what grits reminds
See,
me of.
I don't like oatmeal. I like the smell and I like the taste, but it's the texture. I just can't get over
Isn't
it.
that your problem with oatmeal too?
Oh, I can't stand oatmeal. It's the texture. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. But I can do grits, which is weird.
You guys are weird.
I don't even know how to pronounce this stuff.
We got a few honorable mentions as well. We got gumbo
Oh, yes.
and cornmeal.
It's like cornbread.
Yeah, I love we do that pretty good up here in Nebraska. Like
So-
corn muffins, fantastic.
It's grits are a type of portage made from coarsely grounded dried maize, which is corn, or hominy. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's.
Isn't that type of bean?
I know that maize is a
I don't
type of
know.
corn. I'm pretty sure.
You were correct.
No, go me.
The Nebraskan in the room. Should know.
All right, we got let's see, a couple minutes left here. Speaking of the food places, we'll dive more into Nebraska bowling here, but I'm just curious, have you found a spot in Lincoln that kind of tends to those Louisiana taste buds?
Buzzard Billy's.
Yummy.
It's good.
You're welcome for going there on Friday.
Yeah.
Ashton, that means you can come home with me because we have one there too.
Anna's guilt tripping you.
Yep.
Oh, Buzzard Billy's is a chain?
Yes and no. It's not like you don't find it in every state.
But they do get multiple. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought that was
there's-
like a Lincoln special thing.
No, like
I
thought it was I thought it was a lacrosse special thing. Like I didn't know there was multiple. And then that was low key one of my aha moments when I came here was we were down in the Haymarket, and all of a sudden I saw the Buzzard like thing that like it looks like the movie theater sign, and I was like, wait, what? And that's when I realized there was a Buzzard Billy's here. I'm like, this is just like it's like a flip, like you're. Like what do they call that? I don't even know. Mandela effect or something like that. Where it's like yeah, like I was like, and yeah. So these are the only two places I know of. I don't know where they're located, but
Yeah, I
they're
don't know
not-
either.
Yeah,
We
they're
don't
very
have 'em
few,
back
far
in
in
Illinois.
between. That makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough. No free sponsorships, but I really do. I agree with you. I like their food. All right, we'll throw it to our first break here. Don't go anywhere. Striking up a conversation. We got the two hosts, and we got Ashton, a guest, in today as well. All Husker bowlers. Don't go anywhere. We'll keep it rolling right here on Ticket Weeknights.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G356093 must trade.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the. Oh my God!
Striking up a conversation with Kayla and Anna.
I didn't see the
and our
thumbs up.
special guest, Ashton.
I think I was blinking.
It's okay, Kayla. It's okay.
I'm just down bad.
It's only the second or
This
third
is
show.
our third show.
Third show. All right.
Maybe by October I'll be good. I'm just down bad. I'm under the weather.
Or we just are going to take turns on getting it right. And
Yeah.
it's okay.
You got it.
Yeah. No, you're good. So we could have a fun conversation about the game this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed myself. It was
It
awesome.
was very fun.
Have you guys been to every game so far?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah, the light show was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Actually got to see it,
Mhm.
not on the screen this time.
We kept jumping down rows. Like people would like kind of move or like leave, and then we would just down another row, and then we finally got in like a good even level with the field.
Well, that's all fair game to me.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know you're gonna have people that leave for whatever reason.
Yeah. I was actually hosting a recruit this weekend, so that was a really cool experience for her and for myself because it's my last recruit. So it's like a little bittersweet. So yeah, I think she had a great time. Hopefully she comes here.
Yeah, no, we had a good time up in the with the other student athletes. You know, we had a 1 in 86,000 chance that night. We actually, one of our roommates tapped the shoulder of a guy who lived above us that we were exchanging notes with. So that was hilarious.
And
Oh
then,
my
Yeah,
god!
and
you
then
didn't
we
tell me
found
that.
out that we lived down the hall from him last year.
Yeah, it was just all the irony, like 1 in 86,000 chance, and it happened that night.
Oh my god, that is. You guys didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
I missed so much. Not
Yeah,
sitting
no,
with
and
them.
then our one of our other roommates had a friend here this weekend, and it was good to get to know her. She was actually on a different college team at college bowling team, and so she was a joy to have around, especially at the game.
Yeah, it's fun to show people Lincoln when Husker football's back, fall's back in
Oh, yeah.
general. Like when you have Husker sports, because I don't want to besmirch any of them. Volleyball, basketball, football, like we've talked about before. Like if
Mhm.
they're good, there's massive support for it, and Saturday just looks like a completely different town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, my favorite part about the games now is his name Will when he does the intro videos. Oh, I get so hyped. I'm like, yeah, and I'm just screaming. My
Yeah.
voice is still recovering from the game. So
It's
I'm
always recovering,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it doesn't know how to yell from her stomach.
no. I've actually learned, but I still lose my voice because I project.
It's
just
the
I don't know how to control my volume.
Scarlet and Cream song.
Oh yeah.
The emotions get you. Jeff Essink, he has a show called Fitness Fanatics every Sunday, and he brought his son to I think it was the Michigan game where unfortunately Nebraska lost. Adrian Martinez on that late fumble probably should have blew the whistle dead, but they didn't. Nonetheless, Nebraska loses it, and his kid the next day, his arms were just black and blue from throwing the bones all night
Oh my
long.
god. Was that 2 years ago?
Let's see, that would have been last year was the first year of Matt Rule.
I think that was
That's
my
3 years ago.
3
I
years
want to say
ago?
now.
That's
Yeah.
when we got our national championship rings.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
video
good
of that.
year.
Yeah,
Good year for you guys.
Yeah. So I can always remember that game. Like I had all my family here, and I grew up a Michigan fan. So like being able to receive my ring for a national championship and then get to see Michigan play Nebraska because I've seen Michigan play in the Big House. That they are up there together. The Big House in Memorial Stadium.
It's a cathedral of college football.
Yes,
I mean, it's fair
obviously,
to call
yeah.
it that. You got some big ones out there, and like obviously I'm biased. Nothing's gonna beat Nebraska, but you got to show respect to the other cathedrals out there.
For sure. Like I will root for Nebraska 99.9% of the time, but when Michigan is playing, I will also root for them when they're not playing Nebraska.
I'm okay with that. That's totally fair.
Especially when it's against Ohio State.
How much does that rivalry build up? As a Michigan fan growing up, how big is that game?
It's a big game. Like I would watch it every Saturday after Thanksgiving. Like now it's kind of hard because I'm coming back to school on that Saturday, but like it's iconic in our house. You eat Thanksgiving leftovers, watch the game. It's always at noon, and yeah, it's just iconic.
It is iconic because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like here in Nebraska, it's an absolutely fun game to watch. All right. I know we don't want to talk about football the entire time, but we were
Sorry.
talking during. I mean, I would love to, but
Yes.
we got some Husker bowlers here. But I was curious. You guys were saying off air, if you could try other sports, which sport would you want to do? Assuming that you're going to be good and gifted at it, that you can excel.
Ashton?
I feel like I'd be a dancer.
Well,
I'd be a ballerina.
Oh, period.
I could see her doing that. She's so tiny. I would probably play softball. I had a little backstory on me. I played softball through high school and had to choose what sport I wanted to play, and found out probably my sophomore year and was like, okay, there's more scholarship money in bowling. Let's go bowling all the way. I do still really miss playing the sport. I probably will play slow pitch when I get out of school and everything. So probably play softball.
Yeah, I started jumping all over the place when we were on break on what sport I wanted to pick. I would have to say it is a tie between tennis and then, actually it's tennis. I would have to say tennis. It's impressive. I mean, we play pickleball sometimes, and there's a girl that's there. I think she's on the tennis team, but she's there practicing. And I'm telling you, just watching her serve, it is so,
It's so
like,
mesmerizing.
yes, like we all sit there and we just watch. Like we would take a break and we're just watching the ball go back and forth. And I think one time her dad was in. It was like the first time I went to go play with them, and it was just so intense. Like
Mhm.
I was on. I'm like, you know what? Now I want to play tennis. So now me and Desiree might invest in tennis rackets.
Tennis would be a good one.
We went from pickleball to tennis, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll see what happens
Moving on
next.
up
Who
in the
knows? We
world.
might play disc golf. I don't know.
Well, I think like tennis is just really fun.
Yeah.
I think that's why pickleball exploded.
Yeah,
Because most
for
people,
sure.
the learning curve for tennis is brutal. Like if you're just starting out, pickleball, it's pretty easy learning curve, but it's like kind of the same style of game, and it's like super addicting and competitive when you get into it. Kind of same way like golf is. Like once you get over that learning curve, like you're all in. And I'm with you. I'm always amazed by like how insanely athletic tennis players are. I think they get underrated. That lateral quickness they need to have when you're especially doing singles.
Yeah.
Good luck. Like I got stone feet. There's no way I'd be able to keep track with how fast those balls are coming.
Yeah, I like played in high school in like gym classes. I'm like, not for me.
I mean, even playing pickleball against Desiree, one of our teammates, she played it all summer, so she got pretty good at it. And it's like she knows how to hit it away from you. So I'm like running from one side of the court to the other,
She's
and
good
I'm
at
almost
doing laps.
biffing it yeah. And I'm like, I get heated. It's a good game. It releases a lot of anger, but also causes a lot of anger because I'm like, I just want to win one match.
We got to bring our rackets to Coach's house this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to cook.
Coach isn't ready for all of us to pull up
Mm-mm.
with our own rackets this year.
Nope.
So is
Ain't
there
ready.
like a pickleball coalition now going on between a lot of student athletes?
I think it's just maybe our team. Like our coach just puts up like a net in his driveway and everything for our start of the year party, and he literally smoked us last
bad.
year.
So Coach Klemp is really good at pickleball.
Yeah,
And he only picks up a racket once a year.
I highly doubt that, but
That's what he said.
we'll just let him have it. But we're gonna show him up this year.
Oh yeah,
We're coming for you, Coach.
he ain't ready.
He's not ready for the
So, yeah,
smoke.
we got a couple more here. We do got one from Michelle, and we will absolutely get to
mom.
that. Yes, and we got some fans outside the ticket window. Always cool to see them. But yeah, as we're kind of going through this, is there any other runner-ups for other sports that if you could just excel at it and you're naturally gifted? A lot of people, girls always say football, and I think they're more just interested
Oh,
by like
no.
what's all the complaining about.
Honestly, when I was in middle school, like I low-key wanted to play. Like I merely wanted to tackle people. Like it's not. I mean, throwing would be cool too. No, I wanted to tackle. Like
That's a lot of people play football
and
for that reason.
when my
so.
cousin went to his freshman year in high school football, like 'cause, they have the freshman team, and then you build your way up, yada yada, unless
Right.
you're pretty elite at a young age. But a girl was on the team. Like I like legit was like playing. I'm like,
Mhm.
man, now I really want to do this because I was still in middle school. I'm like, but I didn't. My dad's like, what about bowling? You might break an arm. You got to
Yeah.
think about that. I'm like, valid.
That's how I was. Like, I don't know if like your guys' high schools did this, but I played Potter Puff like for homecoming week, and I loved it.
It's fun when you get into the X's and O's.
Yeah.
You realize like it's a fun
And
game.
like I obviously understand football pretty deeply compared to like normal females, I feel like. But I think football would be really cool. Like I think we went like 3-0 or 3-1. So we beat the seniors when I was a junior. So that was really cool. So I think I would play football. Ashton?
So scary.
Yeah, Ashton would be the one on the sideline, like, I'll hold the clipboard.
Do you need any water?
Give me some pom poms.
I love it.
Yeah, football's always great. We had a couple girls I know. They tried out as well. They didn't end up sticking with it, but like that's always part. You have to really love football. Practice is the key because you don't play very much.
Yeah.
I mean, I even said, I don't know who I was walking with leaving TT, but I said, I'm like, honestly, if I was a football player and had to go through their like workouts and their practices, I'd be crying every day. I
Literally.
don't think I could mentally do it. Like I give mad props to them because
It's intense.
oh yeah, like the music is blaring, so I would have a headache. one. And two, I just could not imagine. Like, I'm sure they get screamed at, like, for motivation and stuff. I'd start crying, most likely. Probably not, because I'm a little bit of hard-headedness.
I think the
But
coaches would be aware of like, how do I coach this person?
yeah, but no, I'd low-key be like, okay.
Sometimes when I'm walking through like the stadium and stuff, we can look out to like the practice fields and everything. But when they're out there, they pull all the shades. And my intrusive thoughts always like, can I just stick my head like behind the shade so I can just like see what they're doing? But I was like, no, someone will like come and like grab me and take me to a back room and interrogate me like what I saw. I'm like,
Accuse you of being Connor Stallions or something.
yeah. And I'm just like, oh, we're just gonna like let that intrusive thought die down. I literally thought that this morning when they had the blinds closed. I was like,
Yeah, it's nuts how much secrecy they need to have now because of like you have so many scouting scandals, all
Yeah.
that, etc.
Yeah,
So they got to go like extra measures. But with that being said, here we got a little bit time left, and I want to answer this one from Kayla's mom. When does your guys' season start?
October 1st.
I'm very excited. The days are counting down.
It's literally 2 weeks from yesterday.
Yeah.
If my math is
Well-
correct in my head. Look at a
I
calendar.
think, well, it's actually 2 weeks from today, I believe.
It's the-
Yes, 2 weeks from today, our
Today.
season starts. But we're doing, I think, our first like official, because like we're having our team practice on the 30th. I think that's our first like team
That's,
practice
like,
because
our
of like how the
kickoff.
hours work. We're actually able to do that. But yeah, season starts October 1st, and we're ready. I think this is gonna be fun.
Yes.
What's the mindset heading in when you're this close, 2 weeks away? Like, obviously, it's if you're going to drastically fix something, it's probably too late for that. So, what's the mindset as you're, like you said, 2 weeks out?
I think the anticipation is just like building and building and building, and it's just gonna explode. Like
Yeah.
we traveled 2 weeks after the season starts, so literally in a month. It's just I'm just ready.
Yeah, I'm
just
excited.
itching at the bit to get on the lanes with these girls.
And I think to answer your question, I think it's mainly like going back to like the roots of Nebraska is just trust your training. Like that's something that is preached, and that's something that now we really have to kick in is that like, okay, you trained, with the coaches individually and like with a few teammates to coming in your own time, really just like walk in, trust your training, know that whenever your number's called, you're ready to go, and trusting that you did the work to be able to play.
Absolutely. Ashton, what about you? Freshman year done, the sophomore season, a little more comfortable with the surroundings. What are your mindset heading in 2 weeks away now?
I think just trying to be the 1% better every day.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that though? Like, because that's I'm like not to put you on the spot, here, but easier said than done. Try to be 1% better every day. Like, what does that look like to you?
Goodness, that's a loaded question.
It's hard to put into
I feel
words.
like-
I
You guys
totally
could
get
help
where
her, yeah.
I mean, to me, I feel like that can be like figuring that out if you want to do that physically or if you want to do that mentally in that aspect. Like, okay, say like yesterday, I had a slip up. I was a little too negative on myself. Coming in today, I'm going to try and make that better. Like, because obviously people can be negative on themselves in practice or like physically. Hey,
Right.
I was drifting one board left today. Today, I'm going to try and slide straight or make it so, whatever. Just finding that one thing. I think that's what she's trying
Yeah.
to
make
the
one more
1%.
spare,
Mhm.
make
Right.
one more good shot. Like we really preach that as a team, especially last year. Like coming so close in a lot of matches is one more good shot.
Mhm.
And ever since my time here, coach has been preaching that to us. How
Yeah.
can we get one more good shot when we're not losing by 20 less pins?
Right.
Because one more good shot will turn into us winning those matches.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's a tough one with the mindset as well, right? Because if that first shot is bad, then you got to recover, try to bounce back, not leave
Mhm.
any pins left on the table. Okay, one more minute here. We can wrap. We can go a little bit longer on this too. So you're 60 minutes away from the meet. Give me your rundown. How do you get ready personally for the meet at hand? Not counting the coach speech that you guys are involved in. You personally, what do you like to do? Anna, I'll start with you.
Oh gosh. Personally, I really like to engage with my teammates. I think it helps me just kind of like lock in and just get the energy going because I'm a big like when we are bowling, I'm energy in or not. Like I am full blown. I literally got the nickname from Amar and Gwen Cocaine Bear. Like if anybody's seen the movie, like I am straight up like energy, energy, energy. And so I really try and feed off my teammates. I also, if my parents aren't there, I like to give them a call and just like, get my like love and support from afar or there. I usually give them a hug. It's merely just to know that like I have that support, and then sometimes I listen to music. It just really depends, and then I try and stretch a little bit, but yeah, I usually try and just get energy off people, even if it's the coaches. I really like to give Coach Clump a crap. So, I mean, that's
We
where I
all
really
do. We
get.
all do.
I really just that to me is I interact with a lot of people, even if they don't like it and they're trying to lock in. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, trying to
So
burn through some of that energy. Is it
Mhm.
nervous energy? Is it just like pure excitement?
I think it's just anticipation. Like I thoroughly enjoy the day. Like I love competing. That is my like favorite thing to do. I'm a very competitive person, and so my juice to start driving. Like, and that's why I'm excited for the season to start. Is because I'm literally just ready to see competitive. Like, just see everyone become.
One.
Yeah, like just
Everyone be one.
Yeah, and like I just love when I see people get so into it. Like Kayla punched my glasses off my face at regionals. Loved it. I wasn't even mad.
Dude, they went
I had a bruise on my
flying.
cheek.
That was so funny.
And that was merely I didn't even care 'cause it was just I love seeing everyone so into it, all bought in. Yeah, so that's where like my energy is like, okay, I'm hyped because I knew as soon as the shots start going, we get about halfway through the game, people are gonna start getting into it, and that's when it's like, yeah, that's my moment. Energy is, yeah. Even the coach is gonna attest to that.
Kayla, what about you? And first of all, is that footage out there for people to go and find? Was there recording that day?
I
No,
wish.
literally how the camera was set up. It's like Anna's head was here, and like you just see her like she was like on like camera like
Mhm.
side of it.
And then you see
You
it go
just see
down.
it, you just see her bend down to pick up her glasses because they went flying on the pair next to us. And I
Yeah.
was like, I didn't even know it was happening because it was like a high
We got
moment.
so
Yeah.
And she's like putting her glasses on. She's like, you just hit my glasses on my face. I was like, I am
Yeah.
so sorry.
And then I was like red in the cheek. It was awesome.
Oh my god, I've seen people do that to so many people. Like one girl, I think a few years ago, her glasses like cut her face because someone like hit it into her face so hard.
Just pure
Yeah.
excitement, huh?
Yeah, I
mean-
was like, blood was like rushing down her face. I was like, we're not a contact sport.
And then Carlene Beyer, like on the national championship when they were on it for her school, smacked a teammate going for a high five, like missed her hand and went straight to her face. And they literally did slow motion on it right after it happened. It was bam. And I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead. You tell them that you're 60 minutes.
Mine is kind of like Anna's. I like to listen to music when we're in the car or on the bus.
What type of music?
Like really like pump up music.
Okay, genre?
It just depends.
Bit of everything?
Yeah.
The better question is there genre you stay away from then?
No, not really.
Okay. So you're
Because I
not
feel
through
like
it all.
there's pump up music like country, rap, R&B, so much. Just
So
wanna-
I might even get you to listen to like classical.
no.
Okay.
Mm.
So like that one's off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, no violins over here.
Yeah, like
300 violin orchestra back in the day. That was a big one for people. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
I might be aging myself here.
Not I. But yeah, it's kind of like Anna's. I really like to like use our massage gun, foam roll, get the body right and everything. So yeah, and when my parents are there, like giving them a hug. I don't know what that does to your body and your mind. It kind of just like, oh, like a little friendly face. Like no matter if I do good or do bad, like they're still gonna be proud of me. So
Absolutely. Ashton, what about you?
I think similar to y'all, I like to like interact with the rest of the team, but I think it's not so much hyping myself up so much as it is like calming myself down. And then obviously like talking to my parents if they're there or if they're not there, like giving them a rundown of our schedule that day or talking to the parents that are there, and just trying to like let loose
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
not be so like nervous energy.
I was gonna say, how do you guys control that? You hear that from the football players a lot, because they're going through the tunnel walk and like they can hear it. Like the adrenaline just gets to the point where it's like so insane that you might play out of what you guys were saying earlier, doing more than what you just do in practice, like going outside of your role just because you're just so fired up with the adrenaline. How do you guys maintain that balance?
I do a lot of like breathing exercises. We have an app that is a resource for us through our sports psych department. Do a lot of like breathing exercises to calm my mind, calm my heart, calm my body, keep my heart rate low when we do start a match, a big match, any day. So I feel like that's a good way for me personally.
Yeah, I mean, for myself, in like some of the moments that I've been in before, And like going forward, like I try to imagine it's completely quiet because I've been in positions where it is dead silent when I'm throwing a shot.
Yeah.
And so I really try to like imagine like I'm back in that moment, and you're basically, it's like imagine that you're the only one there, and it helps me lock in because I'm not hearing someone go like, go Anna or go Nebraska. Like I can merely just block that out, and it helps me focus in. And yeah, I guess that's more so how I get rid of it is I just act like I'm the only one there, and it's like I don't have to make the shot for anyone but myself and my team.
Ashton?
I think kind of like the same thing, just like calming myself down with the breathing, and if I need to, talking to another teammate and be like, "Hey, I need you to help me."
Absolutely. And just if you guys are curious, if you're looking at the clock, we're just going to go ahead and run over this break here because we're just on tangents already. We only got about 4 minutes left here on this show. I'm going to take a page out of Megan Walker's show, Speed and Power, and to wrap things up, unless you guys got anything else to add on Husker Bowling before we switch topics here on something a little different.
That's all our questions that we had in our notes.
All right. What I'm going to ask you guys, again, Megan Walker, she goes every Monday, 8 to 9, if you want to check her show out. She's great. At the end of these segments, she always does rapid fire questions. I'm curious what you guys' answers are.
Oh, God.
To them. Okay, so the first question, and we'll just go round table starting with Anna here. You're getting dropped off at an island. You got to survive for 30 days. You got a month. You get one box, 5x5, that you can put 3 items in it. What are those 3 items? And you got to survive for 30 days.
Something. So, a Brita, so I can filter the water, the ocean water.
Actually, no one said that.
Smart.
Yeah, those are good.
Because I was like, I needed water to survive. I'd probably bring a knife or something to kill so I can eat. And then a blanket in case it gets cold at night.
Okay, those are good answers. I'm going to decide who's surviving here at the end of this, so a little bit competitive.
So I watched Survivor. So I'm going to do a tarp, a machete, and a pot. It's going to go straight out of the Survivor playbook.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, I'm gonna do a radio, and
You can't call for help. I might let you take that back.
Okay,
I knew it.
You were totally stranded there for 30 days.
Then I think I would do like a sheet,
Okay, you got one item. You got the sheet,
a knife,
a knife,
and I'm gonna take Anna's Brita too.
the Brita.
That's rude that you're stealing it.
If I had an honorable mention, I would bring matches.
Matches. Matches are tough though when you want like flint and steel, something more
See, I
reliable.
know how to start a fire without it. I got taught that in 4th grade.
If you had to give you guys, you know how they do the Survivor skill rankings before they even head in. What's your out of 1 a scale from 1 to 10? What's your Survivor skill ranking? And this isn't going to decide my answer. I decided who's going to survive, in my opinion, for 30 days. But I'm curious how you guys judge your own survival
mine,
ranking.
I think I would make it today like 20, but then I think I would go insane. So I would say mine's probably like a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
I would give myself like a 6.5, and I think I could make it the whole 30 days because I enjoy being by myself.
Okay.
I'm giving myself a solid 2.5.
Ashton.
No, I don't know. I don't really like being alone, so I feel like that alone would like scare me.
That's true.
Yeah, you got to pull the Wilson off. Why am I blanking on the movie? Castaway with Tom
Yes,
Hanks,
yeah.
right?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
you get
yes.
the volleyball.
I knew what you meant.
Classic reference. I'll be honest though, I'll probably give it to Kayla.
Oh,
that's
thank
rude.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Ashton was close, but the sheets got to get the tarp.
My
Okay.
Brita
Tarp so you
didn't
can
do
stay
anything.
dry.
My Brita didn't win me anything.
I mean, if she's got the pot though, you can find different ways of water. You got to be careful with the water. Like, can you figure out a way to get it without wasting? Because like the pot can have lots of uses to it.
You can cook
The
it.
Brita is just purely for water.
But like you can have rocks. Has anybody not seen Shrek? They cooked eggs on a rock.
Yeah, I mean, how you gonna get
And
the
how
rock?
are you gonna get eggs?
You never know.
Let's hope
There's
there's
just gonna be a
chickens.
random chicken walking around this deserted island.
Has anybody seen Moana?
I can't say I have. I'll be honest though, pretty good answers. We've
Thank
had we've had some rough answers in the past, in particular, but I think you guys with those items would at least have a chance. All right, next question. You get a billboard. You can put anything you want on it, and the entire world is going to see that billboard. What are you putting on the billboard?
My Venmo.
I'm putting a picture of my teammates.
Oh,
That's heartfelt.
ouch.
Probably a motivational quote.
Do you have one in mind? One that you typically refer to? You can even paraphrase it.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not me going my Venmo, and these two are like, aw, cutesy, and I'm over here Venmo.
The Venmo one works though.
I mean, obviously, out of
it's
college,
crazy.
guys, if that were to happen,
Can put it on
NCAA
I can
rules.
put it on the ticket.
Well, I've seen that like heading to Nashville. There's like a bunch of bachelorette parties.
Yeah.
They'll like slap their Venmo on the car, and like I was sitting on the car like, man, that's so stupid. Like, who would actually go ahead and pay for that? And
You know how
one of
many
the
people
girls in
actually
the
do it?
car, like, oh, I just gave her $5 for
Yeah.
21st. I'm like, okay, maybe it does work. So Anna,
Yeah, oh yeah.
you know, that might
Anna's
actually
onto
be,
something.
you might make a ton of money if everyone in the entire world's seeing
What
that.
I'm saying.
All right, final question. How many owls would you have to see in a single day before you freak out?
Owls?
Owls.
1.
5?
2.
I asked that because it's incredible how low the number is. Like, if we
What
have
is your
fun-
number?
It's probably like 20, and then I feel
20?
weird.
20?
Yeah, Northeast Nebraska, we saw some owls by a tree, so I'm a little
Oh.
more used to
They're kind of freaky looking, and I just don't like the fact that their head can go all the way around. It's no.
That is scary.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us. Guys, if they want to follow you on Twitter or Instagram, you got those handles by memory?
Yeah, Anna.Callan.
Kayla Verstraete 19.
Ashton MYO.
Absolutely. You guys can do that. Give them a follow on social media. 2 weeks, they start the official season. Be sure to support them as that season continues. But that's going to wrap it up for us. Like I said, this has been Striking Up a Conversation with Ashton, Kayla, Anna, all part of Husker Bowling. Appreciate you guys listening. We'll do it again next week.